How we doing, everyone? MJS back again with another video. This is another installment of the Our First Home series. We've been putting some work in. I'm gonna show you what we've done. I'm gonna show you some of the things we've got, update you on a lot of stuff. Let's get into it. So today is October 19th. It's been a little bit, a few days at least, since. Thinking about it right now, I'm kind of behind on some of the editing of these vlogs. So you will see those, more episodes to come. But I'm gonna flip this around and I'm just gonna kind of walk through a couple things. Today is trash day, so obviously we have actually a small pile. If you've been following along, you know that a lot of times, at least the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've had a shit ton of stuff out there on the curb, but we're getting down to the kind of nitty gritty here and getting a lot of stuff out of here, which is great. So a lot of updates. Some of the stuff is updates that haven't like fully materialized. We've kind of just worked on some things. I'll talk about them. This piece in the corner here, this brown piece, we're gonna get rid of that just because it's more of a black and white theme that we're going for. So we originally thought we were gonna keep that, but we're gonna try to sell that on Facebook Marketplace. I need to list that. We talked a little bit about this actually. I think my uncle will be helping us get that out of there, lay the brick back on the outside and just kind of get all that going because that is an eyesore if I've ever seen one. Getting rid of the futon here. That'll be just like a different thing, but there won't be a futon here at some point. We still have some stuff here in the living room because we haven't touched the living room yet. Just because it's kind of, we're working from the back of the house out. We'll get to that. This is actually a interesting development here. So I've watched so much home renovation DIY on YouTube, and my man Jeff Thorman recommended this Abatech underlayment for underneath our vinyl. So we bought 600 square feet of it, and the interior of the house here is actually like close to 1,000 square feet, like the top floor. So we're probably gonna need more of that. But at the time I was like, I didn't wanna like overshoot it. And so I just bought 600 because we could always buy more. I don't anticipate that product going away or getting like crazy more expensive. I don't know, anything could happen. But I'm gonna kind of show you, the back and everything like that, but we're close on the bedroom. We just ordered, there's too many things actually, because I hadn't filmed in a few days. I'm just gonna start rambling here. We ordered the vinyl. I'll try to put, a picture of it on the screen or whatever. It was, for 1,000 square feet of that, it was around $3,500. And I have some tips for that as well. Maybe I'll insert a little clip or something because that's really important. Okay, so we're looking at this Brooks Oak Life-Proof vinyl plank. It's $329 a square foot, all that jazz. It has this cool little thing down here where it says, you can calculate the square footage, all of that. Nothing really crazy there, but I was looking at this for quite a long time. We were looking at different Kellers, different products and everything. This is the one we're gonna go with. Now I saw this see this in my room thing several times and I never really clicked on it, but now just in the final stages of this I decided to do it. This is amazing. Okay, first of all, this tool is like some Roomvo thing, and if you just go into Home Depot, if you're looking at Home Depot, but a lot of other places use this Roomvo thing, so pretty much anywhere is probably gonna have this type of tool. But you can use any flooring that they have, right? This is their whole inventory. And then this AI of cutting this shit out here, it's pretty solid. I mean, it definitely gives you an idea. And I have different pictures that I'll show you here in a second. But the point is that this visualizer, you can upload your own photo and it'll, just boom, just put the floor in there. And so you can kind of get an idea. So just so I did a couple samples and I downloaded them just so you can kind of get an idea. This is going to look fucking fantastic. That is a poorly painted room right now that I need to touch up, and then this is our couch that we're gonna get. It even did it in the showroom, like the showroom floor. I mean, this is amazing. Like the tool is impressive, right? So I was playing around with this tool, and this is specifically if you're gonna get like a Home Depot thing. I'm playing around with it on this visualizer, and then like I went through a bunch of different things or whatever, tried a bunch of different photos, and then a pop-up came up, and it said, "Hey, would you like 5% off? Here's a promo code." So I put it in, and I'm gonna save $165 on this because I played around with that visualizer. Feel free to use this code if it works for you. VizPromo 2021 here on Home Depot. But we're excited about that because that's coming, should be here in the next, it says November 1st, so less than 2 weeks. I don't know if it'll be here sooner or later or whatever. We did that. We also purchased a couch for right over here. And I've yet to make this video. I don't know if it'll be published before or after this one, but I wanted to make a video of showing the renders that we did. But the couch will be in the corner here, and then it'll come out a little bit, and then there's also like a chase over here. So it's like an L sectional with a chase on the opposite side. It's pretty nice. Amanda said it was her dream couch, so we had to get that. And then over here on the other side where like the futon is, there was a matching like swivel chair thing. Should be pretty cool. I'll lay it all out more in the renders, but then, you know, the TV will be on that wall, and we're excited about it. Because the other thing too is with that flooring, there's some visualizers online. We bought it from Home Depot, and I actually had a picture from like a, you know, a vlog, a screenshot or something of like this right here, you know, albeit all the shit over here on the left, but you can visualize what the floor looks like. So you just take a picture and then pick your product, and it'll put it on the floor like with AI or whatever. And it looked great. So we're ready to get that going, but we have to continue painting and getting everything set up in there. So let's keep going along, see where we're at right now. Let's just take the grand tour here real quick. So this is obviously my makeshift office space here. This is actually the flooring we went with right here. So this is called Brooks Oak. You probably already saw it here, but this is another little sample. Brooks Oak from Home Depot. It's a life-proof product, pretty excited about it. It's a nice little wear layer there. I think that's gonna be great for us. Didn't do too much in the kitchen yet. I think we got that Keurig thing. I think I might have already mentioned that. I'm losing my mind because we're just doing all sorts of stuff. Oh, this is actually, while we're here. So this was a phone jack, and I took that off, and there was like a little, just like a home phone wire thing in there. And I was talking to my dad when he was here because he was kind of like inspecting some of the stuff that I was doing and helping me. So I'm a Spackling fool, okay? Like this little paint and patch stuff, I love doing that. That's probably been my favorite thing so far. So there's like a hole there, and I just kind of like patched it up. I don't know if that's like tremendous or not, but we got somewhat of a flat thing. Maybe I'll throw another layer on there or whatever, and then we'll be ready to paint whenever we get into the kitchen. It is actually pretty cold in here. We might want to test the heat out at some point because, yeah. Anyway, here we are. Oh, this is another big update here. I don't know if you remember the little push button thing that we had, but we got a light switch now. I installed that with my father's supervision, and I actually just bought a cover plate today, as a matter of fact, at the local Busy Beaver. So I need to kind of straighten this up and then put that on there, but I'm probably gonna just, you know, paint this while we're here. And we have the painting supplies out, but this room is looking fantastic. In my humble opinion. Amanda and I did a great job on the walls specifically, and then even that radiator looks pretty clean in my opinion. This was green, so I'm not seeing too much green coming through the walls anymore. This is bare marquee. I don't know, it's tough to say. I don't know if it's like really like true one coat. Like it's pretty damn close. Depends on how you apply it though. I think I was laying it a little thin. So if you have like a darker color or something that you're definitely gonna see, if it was like, you know, kind of like a different shade of white and you covered it up, maybe you wouldn't see it as much. But it wasn't bad. Because here's the thing. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this on the camera, but this trim here is, and you're definitely not gonna see it if I can't get the lighting kind of right, but I'm trying to point it to the side so you lose some of that light. But this trim here, obviously you can see is brown on the inside. So this piece right here around the edges, that was all brown. And if you really get in close, I mean, you can kind of see it better when you're here, but you can kind of see that like this undertone, you know, whatever was under here was definitely lighter than this. I'm not really worried about it. It's a different material too. Obviously this is plaster and this is wood, but we're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to make a house look nice. So what I need to do today, and I'll kind of try to update you guys as we go along here, is I need to kind of finish some of that trim work there. It's definitely not done. And then over here is even less done because you can see more brown. So I'm gonna kind of paint that up, touch up any of the other stuff. Actually, if you remember again from other videos, these were like, you know, holes for, you know, curtain rods or whatever that went by. And that's part of my Spackling fullness there. Did that. I really enjoy Spackling. I don't know why. And so there's a couple there. I need to touch up those just so it looks a little cleaner. And then there's a big hole down here for like a, like a coax cable or something. Spackled that too. This is fantastic stuff. We did purchase a few more things. We ordered them. So we're talking about the furniture. We're talking about the, we got that underlayment. We ordered the flooring. I just ordered a set of like wire stripper things for, electrical work, because the other thing we did actually, real quick here, is these outlets don't have the groundy, thing. So they do have a ground wire in them, and I just need to hook it up and obviously change the receptacle there. But yeah, that is something that we need to get done. So I need to have a little bit more electrical knowledge and tools. So I ordered that, and I ordered two like work lights, like that little guy over there, because I don't have any lights, and that's my dad's. So we're doing that. We're becoming homeowners, all that jazz. But here's what we'll do. We'll go downstairs real quick. We'll take an update there, and then I'm gonna do some work, and we'll update you as usual. We have made our way into the basement. Let's talk about a couple things. So down here, we actually have the it's a matching trash can upstairs, because I just bought two of the same ones. It's a Rubbermaid Series 3 thing. It's not bad. They ship them a little weird, and for some reason they like kind of come bent occasionally because they just wrap a bunch of shit. I don't know. I think I talked about that in the last video. It's pretty cool though. It's a trash can, it's nice. All right, so over here, we still have a decent amount of furniture that we do not need. So we're not going to use this TV stand because there's going to be a TV on that wall rather than on the stand. We don't need this end table. We don't need this dresser. We don't need that dresser. And we don't need that dresser. Now, you might be saying, Mark, where are you going to put all your clothes? Well, I have a dresser from my parents' house that we might be bringing over. Probably going to be doing that. And ultimately, like, brown is not really our color because we're going like black and white on everything. That's not super important because, it's kind of just like superficial in a way. But we do think that like these could find a good home. So we have them on Facebook Marketplace. If you're in Pittsburgh and you know anybody that wants those, they might be gone by the time you see this, but let us know. If we pop on over into the garage here, very excited that we have a actual big trash can now. That's awesome. Also trying to get rid of this piece of furniture. So if anybody, is looking for a cabinet thing with drawers. And I'm just, again, stoked about this damn garage because Amanda can park here, a lot of room. We got to get these TVs out of here. They're coming to pick those up, I think, next week or something like that. And then we're going to kind of go through the shelving. Here's the thing I don't think I've actually mentioned yet. This bench is a nice idea, and I think I could utilize it in some way, but it is like really weird. This top one kind of like flips, this top thing kind of flips down, this bottom one kind of flips up. I really hate that. So I think what I might do, not high on the bucket list or the priority list here, I think what I might do is pull that all out of there, just rip that whole bench out and make something different. I also am seeing in the back there that there's a radiator. I'm assuming that works. So that would kind of, I guess, mean that our garage is in some way, shape, or form climate controlled, I guess, because obviously it is right off the house there. But we got that. The only other little concerns that I have with the garage as of right now, first thing is I don't have a clicker for this, a remote control for this thing. But I'm not going to do that. I was going to buy one and program it, but I'm just going to get a smart garage door opener at some point. Not high on the priority list. Talked about these cracks. If anybody knows if this is structural in nature and concerning, let me know. I'm a little concerned about this one right here because it kind of seems like it goes over there. Well, not really, actually. I guess it stops at this wall. But when we rip up this carpet in here, a little bit down the line, we can obviously inspect that concrete floor as well. I don't think this is a big deal. It doesn't really look like a big deal to me, but I don't know anything. So we'll deal with that. And then there's somewhere over here in this wall, I think maybe I saw a little bit of daylight, like just one little, mortar strip or whatever. But, it happens. If we have to deal with it, we'll deal with it. So yeah, that is pretty much the update for right now. I'm gonna go do some painting, and I will let you guys know. I might show you some spackling because, again, I love to spackle. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So we'll check in soon. So we did some painting. I'm gonna show you a couple of the things that we did here. First thing, actually, I'm gonna show you is down here. So I painted this door, not today, but I painted it several days ago when we first did a lot of the painting. Kind of came out with some stuff here. I probably should have cleaned this door better. I'm gonna go over that again. That's not really the main point right now, but down towards the floor, we're not using this floor. You know, the next person comes through and wants to use it, you know, refinish it or whatever. I'll try not to get a lot of paint on it for you, but sorry. But anyway, what we did here was there was quarter round on this. So you can kind of see over here, there's some, you know, the baseboard and then just like a little quarter round thing. What I did was I took that off of there, you know, talked to my parents and stuff and just got other people's opinions. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this floor, obviously, just, you know, we're not ripping this up. We're gonna put underlayment down and then we're gonna put that vinyl down. So that's gonna add, you know, maybe like, I have no idea, like, you know, I don't know, half an inch or something. I'm bad with that, but, you know, something like that on here. And what you do is you put the flooring up to this baseboard here, you cut it around and everything, and then generally you put like a little quarter round piece or something right on top of that just to, you know, fill in like a little bit of the gap that you'll leave there and whatever. It's kind of like decorative, I guess. So what I did was, this is the first piece that I took off. There's a quarter round from, you know, just here to here. And I took that off the wall, was in with like 3 nails or whatever, and I painted down there, you know, just for whatever. Now, what we're gonna do next is, well, you know, this is that piece. So I guess I have options here. I can either try to paint this and put it back on the wall, or I can get more quarter round for like the entire room and shit and paint that, like new stuff, paint it and then cut it and put it on there. I'm really not looking to do that. So I'm trying to take this off and keep it all. I don't know. We'll update you on that because I'm not trying to spend more money on that and more time, and I don't want to cut shit and do all that. So, but that's the deal there. Just painting that, you know, just for the hell of it, because might as well just hit it with a brush. I brushed a little bit of the bottom of that door there. And then this was the big thing that I've been working on probably, I don't even know how long. It's been probably like 2 hours. I don't know. These windows here, I think they look pretty damn good. The sunlight is kind of fucking with me here, but I think it's pretty nice. These were brown, and now they're white. So this one, you know, was really brown. It had the brown all down there. And what I might do is, I think these windows look pretty good. I think they look pretty good. What I might do to the windows is hit them with some like white latex caulking, per my dad's recommendation, because you can kind of see there's some places around the trim here, like at the bottom. I think you can probably hit that with some caulking, because that's just like, you know, the actual frame of the window there. And then like places up here, you know, maybe right there. I don't know. It depends on how nice I want it to look. I think it's looking really fucking good though, man. I'm really excited about this. And then I did a little bit more patching. I'm really impressed with how good those holes came in. Like, you can't even see that on the camera, really, it looks like. But there was like, you know, a couple holes there, so I did the little spackling, then I threw some paint over that. This hole down here, you can kind of still see it a little bit, but, you know, I don't know, man. I just like to spackle, and I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of this painting thing. It's going pretty well. Oh, I also did around the what's it called there, you know, just like the edges of this were still green, so I threw some paint on there. So all the receptacles. We've been painting. It's been cool. But the trouble here is that we have a lot of stuff to still kind of like clean. Like I was talking about the door. It seems like you really have to clean well before you paint, which, you know, may seem obvious, but you have to make sure the surface is clean so you don't get any like dirt underneath the paint. And it's just a pain in the ass because, you know, who likes to really clean and scrub and shit. But the next thing after I kind of touch up maybe the rest of this stuff, and Amanda's coming with some Chipotle, so I'm gonna have to eat. But the next thing that I'm probably gonna tackle either today or tomorrow is this this closet in here. Now I'm definitely gonna have to do a couple things. I'm definitely gonna have to clean like the ceiling and such. And I don't think I'm gonna take this, if I could back up here and get a better angle. I don't think I'm gonna take this like shelving thing out of here. It might be more work than it's worth to do that. I don't know though. And also the other weird thing that I'm just noticing now, I guess this had a coat hook or you know, like a bar going. That's what I guess this thing is for, because I can see the holes in there. So I don't know, it's just tough. I don't know if that has like a real point. Does that have a point to it? Is there like any sort of reason why this would be here if you're not going to hold a thing like a you know, a pole for hanging clothes? I don't know. But the other thing is I gotta clean in here and I gotta paint it all white. That's the one thing. The other thing is there's like, this is where the, you know, the tack strips were. These tiny staples, I don't know if you can see right here, like not, these are like small, like you probably can't really tell, but they're like, you know, only a couple millimeters, I guess, wide. You know, normally staples are a little bit bigger than that. These motherfuckers are so hard to get out of here. I'll tell you what, it is ridiculous. Even with like little a little thing that, you know, like pliers or whatever, it is extremely difficult to get those out of there. Anywho, I'm gonna get back to touching up some of this paint, and I will update you soon. All right, a couple hours later, it's almost 8 o'clock. I did some more work, painted. Amanda came, brought us Chipotle. She's cleaning walls and shit. Howdy. So a little bit of an update here. So we got the windows and everything like that. That's all pretty good. I think I talked about that a little bit, touched those up even more. Definitely going to want to show this real quick. So there's some seams here. I don't really know if that's like super important, but we're probably gonna caulk those. I think I said that about like these areas too, but we'll touch that up. So what Amanda and I were doing here was we're trying to tackle this closet. So I think I showed a clip of this, I'm not sure. There was like, sort of like an organizer thing, but it was a little weird. Like there was shelves like in kind of like random places here, probably like 5 or so. We took those out, and as I've said already in this video probably several times, I love spackling. You can kind of see like a little bit where the holes were, but if you're like standing here, it's not like extremely evident. And then once I paint this closet, it's gonna be even less evident. So that's exciting because I don't know, I like to spackle. I do need to touch up some spots here though, I think I might have missed that one. But point remains that we're spackling, I gotta paint the ceiling, I gotta paint the wall here and everything. If we're in the actual closet, I should probably paint like all this, you know, stained stuff here. I tried to do that already earlier on a different day. But yeah, coming along. Oh, I hit the light. Coming along here. Everything in here will be white. It'll look great. Not sure what we're gonna do, because this is probably gonna be primarily Amanda's closet, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet with the storage. Like maybe we'll get like some sort of different storage thing, but like there's no bar here. Like there definitely was a bar at one point to hang clothes, but there isn't currently. So I think the general way that this works is you put a bar and then you put like a board at the top and you can get some extra storage. I don't know what we'll do yet. We'll see. But yeah, so my next plan or my next task here is to paint this and see how that goes. Also, I think I might have said this, but I took that quarter round off. I touched that up and everything. I started taking off these other pieces, and I thought about this as I was doing this. I was like, this is gonna be a pain in the ass because I'm gonna need to remember where all these are if I like move them. So I'm gonna be careful with that. And I also installed this brand new beautiful cover plate that I don't know if we're gonna keep just regular switches, but definitely going to consider that. Hello. Nice. Works great. I also touched the ground while I was in here, or actually I think it was the hot screw. I did get a little buzz. It wasn't bad, but I was like moving it, and that was cool. So, all right. Well, I think that's pretty
I
much
found some tape on the door from the last time they painted.
solid tape. Yeah, I found some up there too as well. All right, well that's the update for now. I'll check in a bit. Okay, it's about like 10:30 or something like that. Amanda is gone. She helped a lot here with the closet and such. I'm gonna give you a little bit of an update, and then I'm also gonna show you a couple of things that that I've learned. Maybe if you're redoing your house, you can learn and not make the same, not really mistakes, but I'm just gonna show you. So the first thing that I would say, sorry, I have a putty knife in my hand here. Okay, so the first thing I would say is I kind of made a mistake. Was not a big mistake whatsoever, but I was talking about this. Take the quarter, if you're gonna put vinyl down or something, like take the quarter round off before you start painting, because this was still on and I had like painted a little bit of the trim. Then I had to take it off. Now I have to, paint this or get new stuff or whatever. But like, just take it off first, because you have to take it off regardless, because the vinyl is gonna go under, the vinyl is gonna go here, and then you're gonna put the quarter round on top of it. So it wouldn't work if you didn't take it off. Anyway, you have to take it off. So take it off before you start painting. Not a big deal. I'll know for next time. As far as that goes, if we look into the old closet here, it is white now. Amanda helped clean everything here, the walls and such, and I painted the ceiling with our matte, and then I painted the walls with our satin. Okay, another thing, this wood, I don't know if, it's just a regular piece of wood and you can't really see it now because it's kind of painted, but it's like brown, like almost like, glossy wood. It is a pain in the ass to paint. So I was using a roller, and then like this is because I was trying to use like the brush in a couple places, but like this is just very strange. I haven't figured it out, a painter could probably tell me. But sometimes, like on some surfaces, if you use a roller, and I'll show you over here, I'll try to show you. I painted the inside of this door. So the outside is quite shitty, just because you can't really see it, but it's kind of shitty because like the roller was wet when I was doing it because I just washed it. It was a stupid idea. But that was, days ago. So I'll probably repaint that. But what happened on this closet door and then this outside of the actual room door is it gets this like, is this called stipple or something? Like where you're rolling and it's like, it's almost like there's little, I don't know. It's like the nap on the thing is just, I thought it was because the door was dirty. Like, because over here, I didn't really clean this door very well before I did this. But then over here, like, Amanda cleaned this door. Like, this was not a dirty door. So, I don't think it's a dirty roller. I have no idea what the hell happened here. But, like, it doesn't look bad. It's kind of, like, covered, but it has that shit on it. Then over here, though, I was doing, like, a little bit of brush work just on the trim. And if you brush the door after you do that, it looks really nice. So, like, I don't know, you can barely probably see it here, but it looks really nice. I don't have the light shining on it. But this little quadrant here was like, I brushed it. So what I might do is, again, the problem is it's like, if you brush the door first, it doesn't look very good. And it does this weird shit in here where like, I mean, this is enough. I didn't put enough paint on this. I don't know. I'm an amateur painter. But point is that I'm probably gonna like brush this door and then, is the toilet running? I don't know. I thought I fixed that. But anyway, so I'm probably gonna do that. And then yeah, so there's that. Now the one quick thing that I wanted to show is when I get down here, because I gotta take off this quarter round. What I've been doing is I found this from some guy, like this idea of on YouTube where you take your putty knife and you get behind this quarter round and you just kind of, pry it. I feel like I'm gonna break my putty knife though if I keep doing this. But you do that, and then what I've done is I have this great other tool that I have to find. I found it. So this is actually the same thing that I used to pull up the tack strips. I gotta give this back to Mo when I'm done with it, but this is a great tool. And I just like go in here and I find where the nail is, and then I try to evenly pull this out and just like you know, kind of pry it out like this, and it seems to work pretty well. So yeah, so I'm just like evenly pull that out. But yeah, if you're gonna rip up your quarter round, that's a pretty good tool. And then the putty knife. So I am probably just going to pull that off of there and maybe be done for the evening. I don't know. Okay, I'm about to wrap up here for the night, but I'm gonna just complain for a second because I don't understand why this happens. So maybe, again, a painter out there can explain this to me, but like this wood, this is terrible lighting, I don't know how to do this well, but like I just hate this like Bear, like it's not even the paint, like it says Bear Premium, you know, Bear Marquee, like 1 coat guaranteed and all that shit, and it kind of is that for like the walls when you roll and everything, it looks pretty good. But like the specific part that I'm talking about is like if you go over this, again, this glossy wood with a brush, looks like shit. Like you can't get the paint to lay very well the first coat, and then even on like the trim down here, I was, you know, it was completely brown still. I didn't roll the trim at all anywhere like in here. And then I was taking a brush to it, and it's like the first stroke like kind of goes on, and then the second stroke just like kind of moves the fucking paint, and then it kind of looks like shit. So like that's the first coat. So I think like even with this, you have to do more than 1 coat because it's not going to look good on certain surfaces like that. Like maybe if you roll a wall, it'll look good with 1 coat, depending on the color behind it too, I think. But I don't know, I'm not mad at like the paint or whatever, I just don't really understand like if there's a better way to do this. Because honestly, what I've found is this trim on the outside and like a couple other places around here, like it doesn't look bad, but like I rolled it. Like I was when we did the walls, like we rolled everything, and like I rolled like all the way down here. You know, I even rolled like this part, right? And like it didn't look great because like you missed some spots initially, and then you come back with a brush and you hit it and it looks great. So I don't know, I'm not a painter, but again, from my experience, it seems like, and even this you know, this board here that was all brown, that was kind of what I did there. I rolled it just to get paint on it, and then it looks like shit. And I was going to talk about this door too. Kind of looks like shit again because like I talked about this. And then you come back, like you roll it, it has that stipple on it or whatever the fuck it's called, and then you brush it and it looks great. Honestly, is like what I've kind of found. So that is what I tried with this door, and again, I'll try to get decent lighting for this, and I probably won't be able to do it. But like you can kind of, if I zoom in here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like there's these little like stipple mark things or whatever, and it's not even like holes in the doors or anything like that paint can't get in. It's just weird. Maybe I need a different roller. That could possibly be it, because I saw some guy on YouTube roll doors, and I can't remember what he was using, but it was a smaller like little roller. So I don't know, maybe that's the case. But this whole door was like that. And then I just came back and I just brushed it, and it looks amazing up here. Like it looks, I mean, I don't know, it looks as good as I could make it. Like it looks way better up here than it does down there because of that stipple stuff. And I'm just thinking like, I guess that's what you have to do. I don't know. I guess maybe you have to, I guess maybe that's the best way in a lot of these different cases that at least I'm running into. Maybe there's a better way. If somebody knows, let me know. But like maybe that's the best way, where you roll to get like a good amount of paint on the wall. Not really the wall again, it's more the trim and the doors and stuff. But you roll, and then you get like a good volume of paint on there, and then you take a brush and you kind of like make it look better. I guess a brush, you know, just generally a brush stroke is going to look better than rolling on certain surfaces. I don't know, but that's what I'm dealing with. I might try to finish this door, just brush this door a little bit more. Then I gotta go because I'm tired and I gotta be back here because the internet, Verizon, is coming tomorrow. But just as a final look here, because I am definitely done after this because this camera's gonna die. We are really close in this room specifically. I did, you know, that inside of the door. There's definitely touch-up stuff that I need to do still. But with the flooring coming allegedly on November 1st, I think we're kind of actually ahead of schedule in here because this should definitely be done by then. I need to do this door. I did this. Oh, I also did these. Like just ran a roller down these sides, and the roller down the sides doesn't look terrible, but again, maybe I should hit it with a brush, I don't know. And then in here, Need to do this door, need to touch up the trim and stuff, but we're painters. Just kidding, we're not painters. We just play one on TV. Just play one on YouTube, I guess, actually. But okay, that's it. That's probably it for this evening.